Good morning, YTPC. This is not Padre Piper coming at you live over the virtual airways. I sounded a little like Padre, so I had to finish that. Sorry about that. This is Voodoo. We all know Voodoo ain't gonna be a Padre. I'm too rough, ornery, mean, cantankerous. Hell, I could be Curmudgeon's little brother if it wasn't for the fact that I can't grow a beard. Definitely can't be Chad's younger brother. Jesus Christ, can't get a beard enough to look at Chad. And I don't know enough about anything. Y'all seen the amount of knowledge Chad has on a regular basis? Crazy good. He remembers damn near everything. He should be some sort of scientist. No, he was in the restaurant business. You know what? Everybody's got to do what they got to do. You got to be happy with your life. Don't sit there and follow some sort of outdated, moded model that says, oh, you have to go to college. You know what? I didn't go to college. I joined the Army, became an electrician. Took my electrician's license for 18 years, and then I became a boiler inspector. I live in a 2-story brick house valued at a little over $320,000. I'm not sure of the exacts, but I'm betting it's at least that. I lived across the street from a millionaire who dropped out at 7th grade, started a plumbing business, became a multi-millionaire before he died. He moved to a more affluent residence in a much more upscale neighborhood about 8 years before he died. Not kidding you. I remember when he started his business on a card table in the garage right across the street. I mean, I could practically spit and hit his old house from here. We used to go over there and drink. He used to come over here and drink. You'd have never known the guy was a millionaire. Worked hard every day of his life. Made his business into something. Became a success because he made sure to do everything he could to make it happen. There's a point in all that. Everybody says you got to go to college to be successful. Tell that to that man that over there. Now he's dead and gone, so you're gonna have to go to hell and high water to go find him. It ain't gonna happen. Guy's name was Charlie. He started Charlie's Plumbing. Good friend, good guy. And yeah, when he bought his new house, big mansion, pools, all kinds of stuff. Dead set serious. Used to invite me over all the time. Hey, come on over, drink a beer anytime you want. Did he have just like Budweiser or Miller Lite? No, he had like 40 different selections in a room out there that was a garage that he converted into a pool room, and then had another garage built so he could have his cars in a garage because the garage wasn't big enough. Man had money, needless to say. It's crazy. None of that has any point with what I'm talking about today, though. Let's be honest. What I'm going to discuss today, simple little statement. I was on Mike, that'd be Briar Blues, on his live Thursday night channel. That was coffee. This is a can of leftovers that at one point in time there was some East Farthing in there. Anyways, good sized can. So I get to the end of bags or whatever, and I chunkle it all up into the can, and when the can gets full, I start smoking on it. I don't know what the blend's going to taste like next, but when it gets pretty empty, I stop smoking on it. And then everything else starts getting added back in. I've got some Sutliff Sabrani something or other match coming in. Should be here pretty soon. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm going off on another wild tangent. Damn it, Voodoo. You gotta stop doing this. You don't do wild tangents like everybody else does. As I break out the Jason Statham voice so that I could do wild tangents. I ain't Jason Statham. Okay. For those of y'all who need an elbow shot, there, you've had 2 elbow shots. Just as normal. By the way, the rest of this video is going to involve some pipe smoking, so if you're under the age of 21, hit that little button up there, or over there, or about right there on my screen, and exit stage left right now. Bye. Gone. Alright. Give y'all a couple of seconds to get that done. Ready? And 3, 2, 1, and so that I'm not contributing to the delinquency of a minor, I am now going to smoke a pipe. To anybody who doesn't like it from this point on. My freedom of speech, and you can kiss my... I'm going to keep it clean. Okay, back to what I was saying. So I'm hanging out with Mike on his channel. Everybody starts talking about carbon fiber. So let's see if we can't. Alright, I've got the shot showing exactly where the seam on the carbon fiber is. You can see it if you pay attention. Alright. My ring is ceramic and carbon fiber. Pretty good because I was an electrician. Why would I want ceramic and carbon fiber for a wedding ring? Well, because if you reach into a electrical panel with something made of metal, you could lose a finger. I've got all 10 of mine. Wait a second, that one's missing. No, it's not. We're gonna let the trash men go by. They're gonna make a little bit of noise. Not as much noise as they made the other day when they had to get out there and pick up a toilet and about 1 cord worth of wood. I kind of feel bad for them. I piled them up that day. Man, I have respect for those guys. They work in the crappiest of weather, driving around the stinkiest of rides. And they keep my life nice. If you don't respect your trash men, you don't really have any respect for your own house. Think about it. They do a job. you definitely don't want to do. I hope they get paid pretty good. Alright, so anyways, I'm hanging out with Mike. They're discussing carbon fiber as a material for pipes. I said I would make a video showing off my ring. That was a pretty good shot there. Alright, so the carbon fiber is actually the stripe in the center. And as you can see, if you look at it, the ceramic is actually formed previous. So my hypothesis is, and this is because I've lived with this for quite some time, it doesn't get hot, it doesn't get cold. I'm sure with a fire substance like this, it would get warm. So my hypothesis is, you do a ceramic or clay pipe. You get it formed and molded. You can do it like this, and you could ring the bowl with carbon fiber. You could do the stem also, or keep it smooth and then just go ahead and wrap the whole thing. The only thing you would need to do is make sure you have a little lip at the top of the bowl and a little bit of a lip all the way on the other end where you're not wrapping, because you wouldn't want to have the epoxy that's going to hold your carbon fiber directly attached to your mouth, nor would you want it directly at the top of the bowl. The epoxy does have a possibility of burning. Now, I did a lot of research. You take that epoxy, you move it down about a 1/4 inch from the top of the bowl, and you move it far enough in that the epoxy is not like directly at your mouth. And then you coat the end of the stem with a rubber dipped type material just for comfort of the clay pipe. And you should be able to have a carbon fiber pipe. One of the cool things is if it starts off as a white, everything that's not exposed is going to end up a dark Yep, let it go out. Still warm though, so we're gonna smoke. Everything would end up a dark gray, black, various different colors depending upon how much you use it to smoke. It'd be nice and clean looking. And depending upon how well you can design whatever wrap you use for carbon fiber, it is quite possible that you're going to end up with very, very few seams that are going to show up. So you're going to be able to just have a really marvelous looking pipe. Now, if it was me, I would put the seam right down this end here and all the way back down around back towards the end of the stem. Reason why is when you look at the seam, you're going to see it. So if it's right there in your face, it's going to always be there. I mean, you could always, come down the side and then back up the side there, but it's going to leave some funky seams right in here where you turn the corner. You put it right down here, this side, you'd probably get away with a full sheet wrap with a flap and a single seam under here where all of these pieces would come together. Like I said, it would depend upon how well you know what your dimensions are, how well you can cut your pieces of carbon fiber. But I can see it actually being a very, very nice, unique, aesthetically pleasing, very much a piece of artwork, and durable, very durable. One of the things I would caution is to not really use like a 320. The more rounded surfaces, the more folds and seams that you're going to end up with. I think that something blocky in shape, like corn cobs. Corn cob shape would make for a you want something that's a poker, something with good square angles. Even though the pipe might be round, remember that the angles this way are square. It's going to cut down on the number of seams you're going to have. I say this because back in the day when I was wearing hard hats all the time, we used to have to put fucking 4 king stickers all over our particular hard hats. Various unit stickers, various safety stickers. There was always some new sticker you had to add on. It comes from working right down in the plants here in Houston. Anyways, you try to get those stickers nice and crisp and clean without hardly any little rolls or bubbles. But because the hard hat is rounded in shape and there's no real square spots on any location, you always ended up with some spot that had to be really worked hard to get it there. And you don't want to have to cut carbon fiber. You want to just be able to lay it in there nice and smooth and get the pieces to line up just right, and then get your epoxy on it, which would stand to make a very nice, like I said, very nice artistic piece. Durable. The only problem would be if it's a clay, would it be durable? I don't know. This has been dropped hundreds of times. Some extreme distances, not a mark on it still. I could probably use it to sharpen a knife if I wanted to. Don't know what to tell you. Anyways, I'm going to get on off of here and finish smoking this pipe. Saturday morning, August the 8th, already sweating. Coffee's gone. Anyways, this is Voodoo Review coming at you. Y'all take care. And as always, remember, long lives, big bowls, and long ashes. Y'all take care, and I'll see you soon.